If you've been to a buRgandy juRk show recently, you know that it looks, well, a bit different. And I've been getting a ton of questions as, how does it all work? And what do I use? So I thought I'd take a minute and explain all of it right now. Everything starts here with the computer. I have all of my instruments run directly into my interface, so it's receiving the same signal that the amplifiers would. So there's no EQs or microphones that would alter the sound to be any different than what you would hear if I plugged my guitar in on stage. For mixing purposes, the interface is connected directly to the amplifiers. This allows me to know and fine-tune how each of the instruments are going to sound on stage. The first thing I do is record a rough demo of my guitar over a click track, and I'm going to need that later when I'm mixing everything down. Then I record the second guitar, but this time I do it without any mistakes. No fixes, no edits, no punches. I play it exactly the same way I would if I were on stage and you were hearing it live. And now we're going to add the bass. And I'm going to do that the same way I did the second guitar. I'm essentially doing it in one straight take. Now that those are done, we're going to head on over to the drums. The problem that I have with recording drums is sometimes the heads go out of tune, they need replaced, maybe a cymbal breaks. So there's a pretty good chance that if I'm recording a new song, the drums won't sound anything like they did 3 months ago. To fix that, I've attached these little triggers to my drums that connect to the computer. So every time I hit the drum, my computer will record whatever sound I want. I've already sampled my drums, and so it plays those samples instead. Now, all I have to do is play the song. The last thing I'm going to record is the backing vocals, and I do that with a microphone on a stand, the same way I would do it if I were on stage. There's no auto-tuning or editing because I want to keep this as authentic as possible. When I mix everything down, I do it all to their own individual tracks. So the guitar, the bass, even the snare and the kick, they're all separated. And I do that because they're all going to be played through a different amplifier. Once everything's mixed, it's time to upload it to the player that's going to act as my backup band. The device is called the LP16 from a company called Somatic, and that is exactly what it's designed for. They provide a software called uTool, and I use that to combine all of the separate tracks. So this thing here is affectionately known as the purple box, and its whole job is to take everything that we've recorded and send them wherever they need to go. If you look right here, whether it's from my guitar or the player, this is where all of the instruments plug in. Both of the guitars are routed through this compressor and then go into this mixer. The vocals enter here. The drums also go into this mixer when they come out of the player. The mixer creates a clean mix for my in-ear monitors. The guitars are sent to the amps from the same place that they came in at. The drums and vocals leave the box here through these XLR ports, where they go to the sound person, who can do whatever they want with them. Well, that should cover just about everything. But if you have more questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments.